What's up, YouTube? MCool40 here. I'm giving you guys the Infernity deck list from this weekend's previous regional. I really can't pronounce the regional location name. I'm not even going to attempt, so it'll be in the title of the video for those of you that are interested where this came from. Infernities. This deck's a little bit different from the standard runaround that we've seen over the years. Most people are used to the Infernity Mirage, 100 Eyes Dragon loops, stuff like that, and this deck isn't playing them, and this deck isn't even playing Inferno, so you can tell like it's more of a control variant. I really can't explain much of the deck because I really don't understand the deck myself. Just by looking at it and analyzing it and playing it a little bit, I've pretty much been able to figure out the deck's just a control deck. You set up your plays, and then you just go from there. So, to start, triple Infernity Mirage. Pretty basic. Everyone who's ever touched Infinities in their life knows what this guy does. Double Dark Grepper. Set up your graveyard plays for Necromancer or Launcher. 1 Stygian Street Patrol. 3 Necromancer. 3 Beetle. 1 Heavy Storm. 1 Reinforcement of the Army. 1 Dark Hole. 1 Foolish Burial. 1 Monster Reborn. 2 Dualities. 3 Mystical Space Typhoon. And 1 Infernity Launcher. 2 Bottomless Trapple. 2 Mirror Force. 3 Break. 2 Torrential. 1 Road. 2 Compulsory Evacuation Device. 3 Infernity Barrier, and the Solemn Duo. So, the basic play to this deck, you're basically going to set up your Archfiend play with no cards in hand, and then you're going to start recruiting for your breaks and your barriers to slow down your opponent. And I do remember a quote from the guy's tournament report. He mentioned the fact that he's playing 17 traps, so almost all of his matchups were relatively easy, just because of the fact that he can set up any play that he needs to in the form of these cards and all of his other background to actually protect his monsters on the board. So, you're going to probably set up, Void Ogre Dragon, just because, it can negate a spell drop card once per turn, as long as you have no cards in your hand. And as long as you have another Infernity, you get the full benefits of, Break and Barrier, and you gain the general ability to just control your setup from there. So, once again, it seems like it's pretty basic to me as a control deck. You're just going to, set up your big monster play, and then just protect it through your spell and trap card investment. On to the extra deck. 1 Mistworm, 1 Void Ogre Dragon, 1 Infernity Doom Dragon, 1 Stardust, 1 Black Rose, 2 Gaia, the Force of the Earth. Pretty self-explanatory. If you go Launcher, bring back 2 Archfiends and a Beetle, you can make double Gaia. 1 Catastor, 1 Photon Pop Leopardtive, 1 Maestroke, 1 number 50, 1 Maestroke, 1 Leviathan Dragon, 1 Levier the Sea Dragon, 1 Wind Up Zenmains, and 1 Gachi Gachi Gentetsu. Overlaying them 2 Beetles into a Gachi seems cool. Onto his side deck. He is playing 2 Tour Guides in the side. He pretty much generally board them in for anything that would be problematic. Your other Tour Guide target is Necromancer. So, Tour Guide's actually not dead. It just stinks that you can't use Necromancer's effect when you bring it out. So, it works. And it's for deck thinning to set up the launcher play. Onto the side deck as well, 2 Soul Takers, 1 Transmigration Prophecy, mess up your opponent's graveyard. 2 Crevice, really mess up the Merlantian plays. 2 Trap Stun. Other trap decks seem like it would give this deck a problem, just because, Deep Prison's a threat to this deck. So, hey, Trap Stun it away. And 2 Dust Tornadoes, 2 Gozen, and 2 Soul Drains for the Mermail matchup. So, this deck's actually very cool. In theory, you guys should definitely give it a shot and let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. Sorry I couldn't really go into more in-depth analysis about this. I'm still kind of used to the whole Infernity Mirage under dice thing, but it's definitely good to see the control variant actually popping up and, showing its ugly head in the current format. And everyone still hates Infernities for some reason. I think this deck had as much hate, if not more hate, than Dark World back in its prime, just because of what it is. But guys, kudos for getting 4th place with Infernities. I do know that TCG Player will be doing an article on this deck sometime this week. If you guys want to read more in-depth analysis about it, it should be on TCG Player. And I will see you guys later on. Later, guys.